Yeah, basically something to that effect, fellas. You know, 1/3 poly and polyethylene, 1/3 charcoal, and then the other third will be, and a little bit more because you'll probably have to mound it up because it will sink down, will be your sand. And maybe as the reductive flammable gas comes up through the charcoal, maybe it will combine with the charcoal and form something, a really reactive flammable gas like acetylene, and maybe that reacts with copper in the roots or something to do with that and forms, you know, a copper acetylide or something like that, which is red or pinky red sort of thing. So that may explain our red roots, fellas. I don't know. Maybe that's the copper angle you want to think about. Okay, but yeah, DNA mark, isn't that sort of thing? yeah. Because this was the old thing here, and maybe they went down the wrong path or something. So yeah, tropical subalpine cacti. So I wasn't saying they were growing in the desert. I was saying they were basically serpentine responsive CBs that sort of wanted to, you know, they wanted high humidity, a cool temperature, but very bright light. And of course now we probably think the bright light is to do with the 270 nanometers, and the humidity is to do with the water. Of course you've got to have constant moisture because you can't, so you need fine sand, constant moisture, the 270 nanometers, but you don't necessarily mean it doesn't have to be hot, you just need the 270 nanometers. You know, so you can have a cool environment with the 270 nanometers added to it, and that is enough to generate reductive flammable gas, and maybe that reacts with the charcoal. Maybe being the bushfire nation with the most bushfires, most regular bushfires, I would say, than any other nation on the planet. The Saltiest continent, one that's had the largest copper mine, large slabs of serpentine over in Western Australia, waters, rivers that flow to the ocean there, and where they flow to the ocean, you have manganese accumulating nodules or cyanophyta, because the manganese is, I assume, coming off the serpentine area because it's one of the higher elements in serpentine, along with all the other pseudophils, of course, like chromium, nickel, cobalt. Not so much copper, I don't think. So I do acknowledge there might be a flaw in my theory there, you know, but we might just get there in the end with a flaw. Okay, so, oh, yeah, everyone loves a screenshot, don't they? Okay, over and out for now. See ya, and we'll see how quickly we get some data back from this. You never know, we might get it back within a month or 2 months. I think it's going to take at least a month to settle down, but then we could be actually building this pit out in the front garden, you know, before May, you know, mid-April, when it's bloody, you know, when the clouds are getting really grey and overcast, it's threatening to rain, and the humidity is through the roof, nearly 100%, and you get some Swedish friends coming over wanting you to take them all over Adelaide, not understanding this is the worst possible time they could ever arrive to be taken around Adelaide. This is the end of the dry, going into the wet, and we're still in thinking mode rather than active participation mode, and then of course you can have the hot tap and the cold tap round the wrong way in the newly installed bathroom that was installed that previous summer sort of thing, and not be able to translate or communicate that to them in any practical fashion in the shortness of the week that they stayed with you. So every time they put the hot tap on, it would run cold. They were probably waiting for it to warm up, and it never did. Then they turned the cold tap on, it come out boiling hot, and the confusion of that, yes, it's almost a parody of CPs in general. I say that sort of stuff up, where you find all the things in my book relevant to CPs are in the wrong section of the book according to the CP theory. And I think, you know, everything that you see with CP seems to be in this side of the book, when by rights it should be in that side of the book. And yeah, it's a classic book, The Soil by Sir Alfred Daniel Hall. You ought to get it. Okay, well, over and out. See ya.